What's the family? Guys, another beautiful day. Giving thanks and praise the Creator, however you may conceive Him. Or heard to be for me. You guys loving it. Listen, I'm gonna put some clips here of some stuff of these. I'm gonna say that. Keep saying over and over again. Their time for running the planet up. Their time for running the planet is over. It's a done deal for them. Done deal. Here's some clips to show you exactly what's going on, along with child trafficking and human trafficking and human eating. This shit getting worse, folks. But like I said before, their time is up. Their time is up for running the planet, and they know this, so they can't escape. Whatever they do, not going to work. Anyway, folks, hang in because we have to get a reset to live in love and peace and harmony. They know this, and they're trying to stop it, but they can't stop it because their time is up. Hang on, folks.
Talk about today. However, I'll save it for tomorrow. But
piggybacking off of him, piggybacking off of him.
CIA. I wonder what they saw, looking into the future, stealing not Egyptian but Sumerian technology, which is what they did. These are culture vultures. These Egyptsies is what they are. They wear whatever mask they need to. Do I have to pretend to be Catholic? Do I have to pretend to be Jewish? Do I have to pretend to be Muslim? No, they're thieves. They're glorified thieves is what these people are, and they've always been this since the beginning of history. And they stole some Sumerian technology that allowed them to predict outcomes, and that technology stopped working in 2012.
They should have never showed you it worked. They should have never showed you it worked. You're about to go 10 times as hard as you already going now. They can't touch you. They should have never showed you it worked.
So that Project Looking Glass shit kind of make a lot of sense now. So if you don't know about Project Looking Glass, basically like they've been remote viewing the past and the future since like the 70s, right?
For a while now,
But once they made it to around 2012, it's like you can't manipulate time.
Nope, that's it. Done deal.
And, 2012, if you remember, this is when all these Mandela effects start hitting us all at the same time, right?
Yep.
And anyone who knows anything, like if you was cognitive and alert back then, like the world for sure changed after 2012.
Sure did.
Then the next election we had was 2016, special year. And we had somebody who was not a politician become the president in Donald Trump. Now, on Project Looking Glass, they say, like, basically once it gets to around 2026, 2027, they can't see anything at all, but all they can see is that the world, like all the powerful governments and all the powerful people in the world, they fall.
Yep.
And they're like, it's over with forever. And I just find it to be so funny that, like, these Epstein files might be strong enough, important enough, or whatever to really change the tables around. Because we got to think about the scenarios of, like, if all the former presidents was out here doing crazy stuff with children, right? No way we can just let this government stand, right?
Nope.
Like, I know we don't fight for nothing, pretty much. We paying taxes and funding a genocide, and we don't fight for
years.
Nothing. But maybe these files, like, when they get truly released and we see everything that really happened, maybe it's so crazy that the government just dethroned and something new happens. It's because it's all of them.
Is a representation of biblical context when you're talking about Revelation chapter 12, when you have the fall of the red dragon, where you have Michael or Michael Melchizedek, which is also a representation of Uranus.
Crazy that the government just dethroned and something new happens. It's because it's all of them.
Prince Andrew getting arrested is a representation of biblical context when you're talking about Revelation chapter 12, when you have the fall of the red dragon, where you have Michael or Michael Melchizedek, which is also a representation of Uranus in Gemini, where you have spiritual revolution by way of truth, because truth is a sword that slays the dragon. Uranus in Gemini, all the way up until the time of 2033, is a representation of the Christ energy. So it's not a coincidence that Prince Andrew gets arrested right after the snake year, because it's the shedding of corporations. It's the shedding of a fraudulent system that was interconnected to the Epstein files. Now, when you get into the inception of the oligarchy monarchy system that's interconnected to the Order of the Red Dragon that was propagated by Count Dracula or Count Dracula, who was also known as the Black Hats, who are Satanists. So it's not a coincidence when you're talking about the Epstein files, it's talking about cannibalism, because cannibalism in itself is the personification of Canaanite culture. So when you look at the coat of arms of Prince Andrew, it shows you the same sigil system of the Order of the Red Dragon, which is a secret society that is also interconnected to the Epstein files. So with that being said, if you understand symbolism, planetary alignments, and gematria, you will know that the simulation is playing out the script of the Bible.
You don't find this suspicious? Follow me down this rabbit hole.
Truman's awakening begins when a star labeled Sirius falls from the sky between two pillars. Then there's the dome, the staircase, the all-seeing eye, and the grand architect. One of the Rothschilds was even a producer on the film.
Why?
So the question is, what message is being encoded here? First, we need to understand Gnosticism. In Gnostic cosmology, the material world isn't created by the true God. Instead, it's a prison created by a false deity called the Demiurge.
What? A dragon?
According to this belief, the Demiurge traps divine souls in matter, keeping them ignorant through deception and control. The uninitiated live in ignorance, controlled by false narratives and false gods. A fabricated dome world.
Crazy.
He's kept ignorant of true reality. In Gnostic terms, he represents the divine spark trapped in matter.
You have to watch that movie.
Meaning of Christ.
Truman Show.
Sits in a
Truman
lunar
Show.
command center, controlling everything like a god. He believes he's benevolent and is giving Truman a chance to live a good life. The Demiurge also believes his prison is paradise. She's the one trying to wake Truman up, breaking the rules to tell him that his world isn't real and he has to get out. Then there's Marlin,
This nigga.
his best friend who appears with beer every time Truman questions reality. In Gnosticism, the Archons use intoxication and distraction to keep souls asleep and compliant. Truman's journey to break through the dome is the journey from illusion to reality. Another symbol used in the Truman Show is one we have all become much too familiar with. It's the Eye of Horus from ancient Egypt. It's the third eye of enlightenment, the pineal gland. It's the eye that looks at you through your phone's camera. And of course, what appears on the back of the dollar bill. Truman's programmed fear is water. His father's staged drowning was created to keep him imprisoned. And what must he do to escape? Sail into Christoph's storm and experience the drowning he was programmed to fear, a symbolic death and rebirth. After his baptism into the mystery schools, he ascends the Freemasonic staircase of enlightenment.
This is what the elite believe, by the way.
There's 16 total steps, but they are reflected in the water below.
He comes to the wall.
As above, so below. And that makes it 32 steps, with his final step out of the door being the 33rd.
Like the 33rd Mason.
There's one more layer we need to talk about. You.
Follow me for part 2.
There is so much symbolism in these movies that this video alone is going to talk about all the symbolism in all these movies. This is a machine from 13 Ghosts. And if you didn't see my video yesterday, basically, there's 13 ghosts and the 13th sacrifices itself. A willing sacrifice. Pay attention to how the machine looks. This is another view of it. Kind of looks like something. Have you ever seen the flat earth globe model? Yeah, kind of favors it. But that's not what I was referring to. That's what I was referring to. If you notice in 13 Ghosts, they had what was going to be the willing sacrifice in the middle. In this eye represents the all-seeing eye. Those eyes on top represent the planets. This is a picture of our solar system. Doesn't it look the same? I'm getting there. Pay attention. Friday the 13th represents sacred geometry. Let's think about the movie Friday the 13th. Again, dealing with death, rebirth, and sacrifice. There's always that innocent sacrifice. Ever notice how Jason loved his mom so much in Friday the 13th? It's because it's connected to feminine energy in the 13 moon cycles. Have you ever seen the symbolism for it though? This represents Venus and Earth, if you didn't know. Oh, and if you didn't know, the number 13 in tarot represents death. And all this 13 talk got me thinking about one of my favorite movies, The Man in Black. Pay attention to what they're signaling. Just in case you need a visual again. On these vehicles, they're using to time travel. Very similar to the 13 Ghost machine. It can control time. Remember Orion's belt from Men in Black? See the symbolism? Or the light that was given to Earth. This is what happened when they shoot in the air when she leaves. Do you see the symbolism yet? I know. I'm gonna keep going. There's just so much to say. Speaking of Men in Black, have you noticed every single Men in Black? There seems to be a sacrifice. Just thought I'd put that out there. Now let's talk about the Matrix. Do you remember what the machines look like in the Matrix? Does it look like something familiar? Yes, no? Let's talk about the main machine and what it looked like. This is the main machine. What does it look like? An eye? The all-seeing eye? Oh yeah, and Neo sacrifices himself. I'm starting to see a trend. Remember in 13 Ghosts when they were saying that the 13th ghost was a fail-safe? In short terms, it's there in case the system fails. System like a program or a computer. Let's hear what they had to say in the Matrix.
You tried to activate the failsafe. The suits tried.
So what am I saying? We live in a video game. If you don't know what type of angel this is a throne. In the middle is the all-seeing eye. This symbolism is pretty much everywhere. And he who can control this controls the world. But the thing is, we create the reality. That's why it's important if you worship something. Because you'll do things in their favor. Remember how we talked about the gods having their own planets? That's who sits on the throne. Angels, gods, whatever you want to call them. Even agent. It's been in the symbolism. Remember the agents in the Matrix? Let's read one of the jobs of the throne angels. They're believed to be agents of the divine justice. Are you starting to see it? Notice what it looks like. Does it look like that to y'all? How about that? That's an atom. That may be a little too deep for now. If you would like me to make a part 3, like and comment. Just know that's going to come with a warning because that's pretty deep. In TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes.
And something beyond their understanding is happening, and it's nothing that they can do about it. They're starting to see a remnants of that now.
Because their time is up.
To soften the blow
Because their
and drag
time
it out.
is up.
But This shit is on their ass.
Yep.
Let's keep going, though.
Epstein was literally creating Neanderthal hybrid humanoid beings in his underground tunnels and on his island. This was stated in the Epstein files. They're creating beings that look just like this by splicing their DNA and then creating a homunculus that grows on its own in their labs that they have, and they do whatever they want to these creatures, which I don't even want to know what they did. It had to be horrifying. If you want to read this for proof, here's from the Epstein files that were released in 2026. I am back from Rome in Vienna now. This is coming from Martin Nowak to Jeffrey Epstein. He said he got a complete Neanderthal genome. Would you like to use this? The two of you could build a Neanderthal person. And so they literally did just that. And they bring the kids that they kidnapped and they torture them by having them interact with these strange homunculus creatures that they created. And the best way to scare someone is by showing them a literal monster at the age of like 3 years old or even younger. Like, you think that's going to scare a kid? Of course it is. It's going to scare them so much that their adrenaline gets pumping and it gets into their blood, and you know what they want from the blood once that happens.
To keep them
And
looking,
this is all
keep them
art,
looking younger.
but it was made by Patricia Pancini, and she probably made this to expose what was actually going on. She probably saw this with her own eyes. They would have these creatures sleep with the kids that they took. They created taller beings which would steal the kids away and bring them to their evil masters. They would force them to live lives in these underground tunnels and then grow old with other Neanderthals. They probably make them reproduce with each other, so who knows how many of these beings still exist down there. I mean, look at this. This is like half Neanderthal, human, and pig hybrid. If you didn't know, pigs actually have human DNA in them. That's why we shouldn't eat them. And then they grow like this, they nourish them just like an animal. It's just like really terrifying stuff, but the whole picture is coming together now. We have the artwork, which shows what happens. We have the proof, and the government-issued Epstein files that were released. We know that what they're up to, and you know, there's that saying that truth is stranger than fiction. Well, this is the strangest thing out of anything, and no one talks about it. But this is 100% what happened in those underground tunnels. There's no movies about this, because it's too horrifying, it's too scary.
Now is it all starting to make...
Well, guys, entertainment purposes only. This is Cardi B's new tour. Congrats to her. What is going on here, guys? What? People are saying that means that she's a robot. And I don't believe it, but something's going on with this intro. And it has a lot of people questioning what's going on. No. What is going on here, guys? This is supposed to be Cardi B's intro to her tour. You see that? You know what the Black Crow means? People are saying that every single concert, right? Every single award show or anything, guys, is always dark. Why is that? I mean, come on, you know why. You know exactly why all these shows are straight dark. Because it's a dark world. It is. Shh. Shut up! But the light shall shine bright.
True that.
Above the earth.
True that.
And when that day comes,
done deal.
Nobody will be able to run.
Done deal
so
for them.
Ready, guys. This is all for now. This is all for now. Nothing lasts forever. His new tour. Congrats to her. You already see the crowds going wild. I don't know, guys. What do you think about this? I'm out.
I mean, it's...
Check this out, guys. No way. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. You saw right there? Ah! Who is that right there in the crowd if Britney Spears is on stage, bro? I must be bugging. Let me slow it down.
Hold on stage look like a AI, don't it?
Watch
on
this,
stage
guys.
don't look real.
I know I'm not bugging. Maybe I am. Who's that right here? Who's this? I don't know who this is right here, but it looks like Britney Spears. But how can Britney Spears be in the crowd if she was on stage? Shh. Mind you guys, that was in the year 2000. The year 2000.
Before AI. Before AI.
It is now 2026.
Before
so
AI.
they've been doing this 26 years ago. This is what people are saying, guys. Let's not forget that. I didn't make any of this stuff up. People are saying this. I mean, who could confirm this, right? Who could confirm this? Alicia Keys could. She knew. She was there since way back. Maybe we gotta ask her about this. Remember, guys, they said that some of these people were made in Dexter's laboratory. This is what people are saying. I don't believe that. That's full of crap. These are real people, bro. I mean, she sure looks real to me. But this Britney?
Nope.
I don't know who this is. HW plays no games, and everybody is involved. Who's involved? Nobody, because this video is for entertainment purposes only.
For what I found in the Epstein files. Remember when I went on Dr. Phil and said that Taylor Swift could be a clone?
I do believe in the example of Taylor Swift. There is a theory that Taylor Swift is a clone, and that ties back into the Church of Satan. You have Anton LaVey, he was the founder of Church of Satan, and his daughter, Zena LaVey, who is on record talking about how they use music to control people. And she has an uncanny resemblance to Taylor Swift. What are the odds? I think very slim.
Well, in the Epstein files, there's actually a lot of talk about clones and cloning. Like here, attached is the doc you requested. It's the use of funds spreadsheet for the designer baby and human cloning company. I assume they didn't show Zena LaVey's image on Dr. Phil because then people might be like, wow, her and Taylor Swift do look alike, and they don't want people asking questions and then looking into the symbolism and realizing cloning facilities might actually be real. Reality truly is stranger than fiction, and if you don't think this stuff is happening, I don't know what to tell you. But I don't know. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Let me know what you think. You are not ready for what?
11. Them torch disturbing. I do believe in the example of Taylor Swift. There is a theory that Taylor Swift is a clone.
Youthfulness. So apparently, Epstein emails expose disturbing parties for hunting black people. These motherfuckers, not only did they have to traffic children, rape them, beat them, murder them, torture them, drink their blood to maintain youthfulness, literally cause most of the bad things happening on Earth now. All these world events like 9/11 and so many other fucked up things, and poisoning our food. But now, according to the emails, they had hunting parties to kill black people. This is not a fucking conspiracy theorist, guys. Bro, I will show you the emails. Going to Mean Lana's party now to hunt, right? You're probably thinking, oh, they're probably just hunting animals. Wait for it. Guess what? They are. Yeah. So they were essentially hunting black people on Epstein's island, on top of raping kids, torturing kids, murdering kids, kidnapping children. And then he has the fucking audacity to say, thanks, thrilling hunt. This was 2016, guys. 2016. This was not the night. This was 2016. 2016. The peak of SoundCloud era. Way more recent. Oh, it was 10 years ago. This was way more recent than you guys think it was, bro. They've been doing, this is not old news. And the thing is, they're still doing stuff like this to this day. And they have been doing stuff like this since biblical times, since colonization, since slavery, since the Industrial Revolution. What makes somebody, what is in somebody's bloodline to make you hate somebody so much because of the color of their skin? What did black people do to you guys? What did black people do to you guys? Please tell me. What did they do? Nothing. Nothing. You know what it is? It's deeper than jealousy. It's deeper than racism. It's deeper than hate or envy or hatred or anger. This is evil, guys. This is evil. This right here is evil. This is evil. It is. You cannot be human at that point. All these colonizers and slave owners and racist people and all these elite pedophile demons. They're demons. They're fucking demons. I don't even think they're human. I don't even think they're fucking human, bro. They're hunting black out of everybody. You didn't even hunt Latinos. Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore. But black people are the main ones. And people wonder all the time, why do I always speak about black people? For shit like this. They're the main ones. They're the main ones getting targeted by demons.
And they need your blood.
The movie Get Out was not just a metaphor or a symbol for racism.
No, it wasn't.
They were literally, because remember, they put the truth in movies and the fake in real life.
said
They were
before,
literally telling us
they put in
what
movies.
they do to black people on these islands, even like from slavery to now. They still do this shit on these rich ass islands, in these underground temples. I'm telling you, they still do this shit, bro. The colonizers and the demons are still here amongst us to this day. So apparently, Epstein
is Argentina's best burger.
Okay, check this out, folks. A burger. Call it nigger burger.
I know it got super bright in here. Like, it's supposed to be a storm outside. Now it's a break in the storm now.
A weird playlist choice in here as well. Three big burgers. The burger has been acquired. Now let's get a taste test. Time to put this big, black, juicy burger in my mouth.
Now I would think that he want to put something big and black in his mouth apart from burger. I would think that he would like to put something big in his mouth apart from burger that's big and black. Check it out.
Ooh, that is succulent. That is good. That is black. You get a little on your chin. Look at the juice oozing out of this.
First of all,
And then you know, like, I guess he's getting.
it seems like that man was fantasizing about putting something else in his mouth.
True that.
Yeah, he always likes some black meat in his mouth, huh?
Saying big black juicy burger, big black and juicy. Like, are you fetishizing about having a big black
Yep.
in your esophagus? Because what is it given? And why do they have a restaurant called Big N-Word in Argentina? And why are they playing They Not Like Us? Like, you cannot make this up.
No.
What in the Twilight Zone is going on here? Like, what? And yet people will swear for God that we are lying and we are exaggerating and we are trying to censor ourselves and we think we the main character without reason. Yet in Argentina, we're influential. Yes, it's a slur. It's derogatory AF, and it should not be a thing. However, they're using it, and they put the A on it because they're using it under the guise of it's our slang, basically. Trying to be cool, trying to cultural appropriate. That's how I think they're using it. Like, you see, everybody all over the world wants to say the N-word. Like, some communities and cultures, when they say it, it's not to be derogatory toward us. It's to be
cool,
a part of our culture, because we use it as slang.
Yeah. You guys want to be
now,
cool.
this is, once again, this is not me saying that it's okay and that they should be calling their burgers that, but then they have the nerve to have a black bun. Like, what? And the music, the playlist, you all see how stupid those guys look dancing to that?
Yeah. Not like us. Playing in the background.
Everybody's obsessed with us.
I wonder why.
I don't care what anybody says. That's why everybody crashing out about us saying, you know, we're no longer flat blackers. Like, no, we're our own ethnic group. You can't sit at the table if you ain't bringing nothing. Damn sure can't sit at the table if you coming to try to just take some plates.
Nope.
Take some to-go plates and go. Like, no, you have to add. You can't just continuously be a parasite. That's why they're crashing out. Because literally, look at this. All over the world, they're influenced by us. Even our, you know, the degenerate parts of our culture. People are obsessed. They're obsessed. It's kind of scary. What y'all think about this? Would y'all go eat here? Spread love is to Brooklyn.
Hell no.
Big N-word.
Hell no.
How is that even allowed? All right.
I seen something really messed up in the Jeffrey Epstein files. They found a file talking about them cloning celebrities so that they can do things to the version of that celebrity that they wanted. Wait, what? Yeah, so they were investing billions into cloning and trying to clone celebrities, specifically Britney Spears at the time, so that they could do things to a version of that clone. In the files, it stated that this clone might be like years old today if the clone is still alive.
Holy
and
smoke.
it's pretty much like Britney Spears' clone.
Yeah.
I'm sure in their head they think like cloning it, okay, boom, expendable.
And where do the bodies go after? Do you see that too with the trapdoor into the ocean?
Yeah, literally in that one picture, it shows in the bottom floor, it goes straight to the depth of the ocean.
I mean, this world that we live in is sick and for a reason.
Not the world. The people are sick. The world is beautiful. The people are fucked up.
I do want to stuff to do.
Okay, I'll put a clip here. We can see the whole video. But you see that in Europe, what they're doing in Europe, they have Michael Jackson black. They have Stevie Wonder black. They have Bob Marley black. They have Tupac black. All the black faces on stage singing their songs, but all got black faces. White people got all black faces in Europe on stage singing Stevie Wonder black with dreads, Bob Marley with dreads, Michael Jackson Tupac. Who else? All black faces singing the same songs as Black Marley, Michael Jackson, and all the black people, but the face of black. They're white people, but all the face of black. They get fascinated with us. They just can't help it. They can't help it. Hang on, folks. Hang on. If you want to watch the whole video, go here to YouTube. Watch the whole video. That's the guy there. They piggyback off of. You type in this here and watch the whole video. It's too long. Right, folks? I love you guys. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Stay vigilant, stay aware, stay knowledgeable, stay informed. Don't forget, their time is up. I'm out of here.